So now we come back to understand the 10 versus the 11. This is the reason why in Kiddush everything is 10, and by Klippa suddenly there's number 11. There's the Ktoiris, which is number 11, which the Ktoiris came to battle the idea of Klippa. The Rambam says, Alpi Nigla, in Moreh Nevuchim, the Rambam in Moreh Nevuchim writes a lot of things that became controversial over history. The Baal HaTanya felt that everything in Moreh Nevuchim is really holy. This was a very big chiddush of his, because generally the Kabbalists, the mystics, and even a lot of the Rabbonim in Moreh Nevuchim was very problematic. The Rashba, a lot of people, Moreh Nevuchim was very rational, very philosophical. The Moreh Nevuchim was hard to make shalom bayis with the Moreh Nevuchim, because a lot of things that he writes there. Baal HaTanya felt that Moreh Nevuchim is Kedusha, it's Kulei Torah, and it's consistent with Kabbalah, which was like very revolutionary. So the Moreh Nevuchim writes that the reason that the Ktoiris was there was because there was a horrible smell in the Beis HaMikdash. So it was Pashut perfume. There was such a bad smell perfume. The Rambam also holds that the whole reason of Karbanis is because the Jews were so pagan, and therefore they were used to sacrificing children. That's what everybody did. So God said, you know what? You can't take out an addict completely. Instead of killing people, you'll kill animals. But it's really very primitive. And ultimately, killing of all types, even animals, is a horrible thing. The Ramban criticizes the Rambam. How do you say this about Karbanis? Famous Machlaikas Rambam and Ramban. The Moreh Nevuchim wrote a lot of interesting things the way he wanted to explain it. In Zohar it says the reason of Ktoiris is Lahavi Ruach Hazuhama, also to remove bad smell, spiritual bad smell. So you see that the Moreh Nevuchim and the Zohar actually say the same reason, but in different words. He speaks physical and he speaks spiritual. But if you understand that the spiritual always mirrors the physical, so the Rambam is really articulating the Zohar in physical terms. So really, an interesting thing, the Ishbitzer brings, the Beis Yaakov brings, the son of the Me'ah Shiloach, that the Rambam in Moreh Nevuchim, the guide of the Reah, brings reasons for all the mitzvahs. All 600, he has a reason for everything. Even Chukim, he has reasons for everything. And comes one mitzvah, Lechem Haponim. Lechem Haponim, they had to put on the table in the Beis HaMikdash every Shabbos 12 loaves of bread, and they would leave it for a week and eat it the next Shabbos and bring out the new bread. It wasn't chametz, it was matzah. It was not chametz. So the Rambam says on Lechem Haponim, in Moreh Nevuchim, Chela Gimel, Ein Taimo Yadua. This, there's no reason. Everyone is struggling. Altzas to gefunden atam. Everything. Karbonis, because Jews couldn't deal with not killing. They had to kill, so kill animals. At least you don't kill people. Ktoiris, because you need perfume. Lechem Haponim, you couldn't find a reason why Hashem wants bread in the Beis HaMikdash. It's not the most mysterious thing in the world. But for that, you have Mefarshim that give different ideas. The source of Parnasa, Lechem, includes all the food. Lechem, Levav, and Yisod, Kol Sud, the Karech. I mean, there's explanations for Lechem Haponim in Mefarshim. The Rambam says, Ein Taimo Yadua. The Beis Yaakov says, the Ishbitzer says something very fascinating. He says, take a look in Kisvei Harizal. I don't know how many of you are familiar with a poem that Harizal wrote. Some people sing at Shabbos afternoon. Asadir l'sudasa, b'tzafra de Shabbata, v'azmin b'hashta tika kadisha. In the middle of that song, in the middle of that poem by the Harizal, there's a line. Yigala lon taime, de b'srei sername. Hashem, please reveal to us the reason of the 12 pieces of bread. So he says, interesting, the Eitz Chaim has no reason, and the Rambam has no reason. He says, look what's happening. He says, the only reason, there's only way there's a reason in Moreh Nevuchim is if you have a reason in Eitz Chaim. Even though Eitz Chaim and Moreh Nevuchim are universes apart, not even infinite universes apart. Eitz Chaim is Kulei Kabbalah. The Rambam, not a trace of Kabbalah. Philosophy, what they love to call rationalism.